Okay, NFL predictions. We're going to be starting things off this week with Thursday night football. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Buffalo Bills. Tampa Bay coming off a tough loss to Atlanta, but Buffalo is also coming off an embarrassing loss to New England. I think Buffalo is the better team, but they also don't seem like they have serious coaching. But Tampa Bay also, I thought, should have blew the doors off of Atlanta, and instead they just looked sloppy throughout that whole game. Buffalo's my pick to win, but I think this game's going to be probably the best Thursday night football game we've had so far this season.
True, true. My pick's gonna be Tampa Bay. I think the coaching staff for Buffalo is gonna lose them that game. But that's pretty much been the Bills this whole year.
Hmm.
They've been off and on.
I think I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills, and I think either Gabe Davis or Stephon Diggs has 2 touchdowns, one of the two.
I could definitely see
Yeah.
Davis going off.
Davis going up because I'm pretty sure they're gonna cover Diggs like pretty much like blanket.
I'll give a prediction for Buffalo's defense. I think Von Miller is going to have 2 sacks.
Man, Von Miller, he's a goat. I can't believe we lost Chandler Jones, like to, I don't even know to what, but wow.
CTE.
Indeed. I
Yeah.
guess.
All right, then this is early for a predictions video, but LA Rams at Dallas Cowboys. It's the first time all season that the Cowboys are going to be playing at 12 o'clock. Every other game we've played has been either at 3 o'clock or prime time. The Rams just coming off a loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it has an asterisk next to it because they got screwed by the refs on Kenny Pickett QB sneak. They gave him the first down when he did not get the first down. The Cowboys defense, I feel like, is going to struggle against Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. Stephon Gilmore's definitely going to be busy. We're going to need our safeties to step up and kind of help over the middle, but not overshoot the receivers and let them take off, because that's kind of what happened last year in the game we had against the Rams. We overshot the slant route with a safety, and Cooper Kupp took off because it was basically cover zero at that point. I don't give predictions for Cowboys games, but I definitely think this game's going to be entertaining. I think Micah Parsons is going to have a good game. I could definitely see him having 2 sacks. I know I just said it for Von Miller too, but Micah Parsons, same thing, 2 sacks against Stafford.
I'm gonna roll with Dallas in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gonna be a really close game, like a really high scoring close game.
It'd be interesting because Dallas played him competitive last year, and that was with Cooper Rush. I wonder how it's going to be with Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Minnesota Vikings at Green Bay Packers. The Vikings, after having a terrible start to the beginning of the season, they're rebounding, man. They just picked up a big win over the 49ers. Jordan Addison. There's something about Vikings receivers in their rookie years. Think about Randy Moss, phenomenal rookie year. Percy Harvin, good rookie year. Justin Jefferson, phenomenal rookie year. And now Jordan Addison is putting something together where it's looking like he's going to be a threat in the future. And Green Bay has looked horrible these last couple of weeks. This game's definitely going to be competitive. Green Bay needs to get back on track, but Minnesota's the hot hand right now, especially coming off a big win against a Super Bowl favorite. So
Yeah.
I'm rolling with Minnesota here. You're welcome, Trevor.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Vikings as well. I think Green Bay is just pretty bad. Like, we beat them, so that's all I can say.
I'm gonna go
Barely.
ahead and go with Green Bay on this one. Screw Trevor. No. Yeah, I think Jordan. I almost said Jalen. Jordan can do it, man. Jordan.
I mean, the Vikings defense isn't that good. I mean, Jordan Love, he has a lot of accuracy issues right now. And I think one thing that would benefit them is if they could get their running backs involved in the passing game, set up some screens and some short yardage situations. Because, I mean, yeah, we're seeing Jordan Love isn't that accurate. So give him something short and use your short passing game as your running game, you know?
Yeah. I mean, for Minnesota, Daniel Hunter's been a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely going to tear up Jordan Love this game.
Then this game right here, I think it's going to be boring as fuck. Atlanta at Tennessee. It doesn't look like Tennessee is going to have Ryan Tannehill, so they're going to start probably Malik Willis and what's the other dude's name? Will Levis. And they both are horrible. Malik Willis might be the worst quarterback I've ever seen. And Atlanta costing me my fantasy game this week by having Bijan Robinson on the field, even though I guess he had the flu or something, whatever the heck was wrong with him, and giving him 1 carry for 3 yards. And yet they still beat Tampa Bay. Atlanta's winning despite themselves because Desmond Ridder isn't good. Their coach is an idiot. The only thing that's going for them is they have like 4 or 5 really good running backs right now. But Tennessee sucks. So I'm going with Atlanta.
They're both bad on paper. Well, I'm gonna roll with Tennessee. I
This game is
think
going to
the
set.
Tennessee defense is going to get Desmond Ridder a little more struggle fest. At the same time, it's gonna be a boring ass game. I'm not going to keep up with that game for sure.
I'm definitely going to go with the Atlanta Falcons on this one just because Ryan Tannehill's not playing. Their team really they suck. I mean, both teams suck, but I'd rather go to the casino and bet on the Atlanta Falcons than the Tennessee Titans, even though that's not legal in Oklahoma. Just want to get that out there.
I have a
I'm not
feeling
doing
this
nothing
game.
illegal.
I have a feeling this game is going to set quarterback play back 1,000 years. We're not going to see any. We'll see good running backs because Derrick Henry's on one side, and then you got a 5-headed monster on the other side for Atlanta. But quarterback play, we ain't going to see anything. New Orleans at Indianapolis, another team that's got screwed by the refs last week. Indianapolis, and then New Orleans, which is coming off good weeks of rest after playing on Thursday night and a loss to Jacksonville. New Orleans defense is horrible, or not defense, their offense is horrible right now. Alvin Kamara really hasn't gotten involved in the running game. He's caught a lot of checkdowns from Derek Carr, and those seem to be the only passes Derek Carr can complete because otherwise he's throwing the ball 10 yards out of bounds and then yelling at his receiver. And then you also got Chris Olave being an off the field distraction with his arrest the other night. Indianapolis, I think they're going to be pissed off. Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor seem to be the best running back duo in football right now. And Gardner Minshew is a freaking baller, man. He played phenomenal against Cleveland. So, I'm rolling with Indianapolis here, plus home field advantage.
We'll roll with Indianapolis Colts. And my vote prediction this week is a Gardner Minshew 3 TD time performance. The New Orleans offense is bad, and no, he does. Like, it's going to put a lot of strain on our defense.
Going with Gardner Minshew stash. I don't even know if he still got it, but I'm going with him.
Yeah, that means New Orleans is going to win if we're all 3 high on Indianapolis.
One doubt it.
And continuing on with teams that got screwed by the refs last week. New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins. One quick thing. We all know I hate the Eagles. But it's even more freaking bullshit that through a game, the Dolphins got 10 penalties called on them. The Eagles got 0.
Right.
Yeah, there was blatant holding calls, and they just didn't call it.
So give me a pissed off Miami team to whoop the shit out of New England. I know New England just beat Buffalo, but they still suck. So give me Miami by 30.
I'm
Damn.
gonna roll with Miami. Give me Miami by 60.
Jesus, I got Miami.
I think it's gonna be another.
17.
It's gonna be another Broncos game.
You said
New England
Miami by
fucking
17, Zach?
Yeah.
Because New England sucks.
Yeah. It was more of bad Buffalo than good New England, in my opinion. All right. Battle of New York, MetLife Bowl, New York Jets at New York Giants. This is going to be an interesting matchup here. I think the Jets are coming off their bye week, if I'm not mistaken, uh, mainly because I don't remember them playing last week. The Giants, in a game that set football back, thousands of years, and an ugly, ugly win over Washington. It looks like they are still going to be sticking with Tyrod Taylor, but they still have no receivers. So I definitely think we're going to see a lot of corner blitzes and stuff like that, a lot of pressure put on the quarterback from this very good New York Jets defense. Zach Wilson seems to be getting better and better each week. And Brees Hall kind of looks like he's starting to find his groove. Dalvin Cook, on the other hand, looks like he's running his way out of town. Give me the Jets in a close one. I actually think this will probably be a very good game.
Yeah, give me the Jets. And my poll prediction for the Jets defense is probably 4 sacks. So that Giants offense line sucks, and all that, like you mentioned, they're gonna bring a lot of corner blitzes.
I'm gonna go with the New York Giants. I hope Tyrod wins again. I hope he keeps winning.
Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. Not much to talk about in this game, just because Jacksonville, they don't look good. Pittsburgh's offense stinks, but they keep winning, so they're doing something right. It's a battle between two offenses that aren't living up to their full potential. Yeah, I'm going for an upset here. I'm going with Pittsburgh.
I can see
Wow.
it. I'm gonna roll with Jacksonville. I mean, they're both really identical teams, really. But I think the fact that Jacksonville has a little bit better receiving core than Pittsburgh is going to help them out more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville because that boy Trevor's a dog. I think Calvin Ridley, he's gonna at least have a touchdown this game.
And our weekly ass kicking of the week, Philadelphia at Washington. Washington started off the season really good, and they've looked worse every week since like week 2. Coming off a
Haven't
bad,
the Eagles and Washington already played?
I think so actually. I think they played a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and the Eagles barely beat them.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
played in week 4. The Eagles won 34-31.
yeah. So I mean, but like you said, they have been going down since then. But
But at the
still,
same time,
that's
Sam
crazy.
Howell's been sacked God knows how many times now.
And
Yeah,
then with Jalen Carter coming after him, I mean, Sam Howell, something's going to have to give out because, I mean, the dude's been.
yeah. Probably his leg once he gets sacked. No, I'm playing.
Like,
I'm rolling with Philadelphia. I don't think it's going to be nearly as competitive as it was a few weeks ago.
yeah, there's no way. I'm gonna roll with Philadelphia. I think Philly's defense is gonna get 8 sacks.
I think we're gonna all sweep it right there. It's gonna be fly Eagles fly for me.
Houston Texans versus Carolina Panthers. I think the Panthers are going to regret not taking CJ Stroud after this game. So I think he's going to ball out and they're going to blow out the Panthers because, I mean, we were talking about the Bears being the worst team in the league earlier when we were talking about the Raiders game. The Panthers are the worst team in the league. They haven't won a damn game yet. And they ain't going to win one here. Houston's going to blow them out. And look at their last couple losses. Well, then again, this is also to the Lions in Miami, but 42-24 and 42-21. So back-to-back games giving up over 40 points.
Yeah, I think Houston's gonna has the better rookie. I'm gonna roll with Houston.
Hmm. Zach, you gonna roll with Houston as well?
Yeah, that's who I'm going with, man.
Cleveland Browns at Seattle Seahawks. Very interesting matchup. Jerome Ford, he's really stepped up in this Browns offense in the absence of Nick Chubb. Deshaun Weinstein keeps getting hurt and he keeps playing like shit. He went 1 for 5 with an interception before he, got hurt because he hasn't been getting many massages lately. If it's PJ Walk, actually, no matter who's playing for the Browns, I think they're going to lose. I think Seattle's the better team. Don't know if they're going to have DK Metcalf back or not, but even if they don't, they still have Jackson Smith, Njigba, and Jake Bobo, Tyler Lockett. They got a lot of good pieces of that offense. Plus, Kenneth Walker's a freaking dog. All they need is Geno Smith to not screw up, basically.
Yeah,
So yeah, give me the Seahawks.
I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks as well.
I'm gonna go with Seahawks too.
Even though Cleveland's defense is pretty good,
Mhm.
but the quarterback for the Cleveland is horrible.
Yeah. Like Myles Garrett's definitely gonna make Geno Smith his bitch, but it ain't gonna matter because that offense ain't gonna do shit. And then our other ass kicking of the week, Denver at Kansas City. Do we even have to give a prediction? I think we're all rolling with Kansas City.
Yeah, you don't have to ask me that.
Yeah, my bold prediction would be a Travis Kelce 200-yard game.
Man, I really thought he was going to break the record for most receiving yards in a game by a tight end this past week against the Chargers.
I thought so too.
I think he got what, 181. The record is Shannon Sharp. He had 212 yards in a game. And I'm honestly surprised Travis Kelce already doesn't have that record. But yeah, Travis
This would
Kelce.
be the game that beat that record.
It all depends on if Taylor Swift's in the audience. Did you guys see that stat that CBS put up, like games with Taylor in the audience versus games without? And actually, his stats are way better when Taylor Swift is in the audience.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Vincent.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, actually, real quick, I went and saw that Taylor Swift movie, the one with the concert and all that. It was actually a very good movie. I was shocked.
Really?
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
went
know
and saw.
people stand up and start singing and all that.
Yeah, people did that. I wasn't one of them though.
No way,
Uh,
there's really people standing up yelling during it.
yeah, they were like standing up, singing, dancing, and shit. But,
No way.
but I mean, it was a concert movie though. It's not like, say you're like watching like Guardians of the Galaxy and then somebody starts dancing when
Yeah,
Groot's in it. Like that dude would be a fucking asshole. But this was
yeah.
a concert. So that was a little
Okay.
different.
Yeah, I was like, damn, you were really
Yeah.
trying to watch like a documentary type movie, and they just
Well, it
screaming Taylor
wasn't
Swift.
it wasn't really a documentary at all. It was just a concert movie. Like I thought they
Right?
would
Yeah.
have
No, I
like
mean, that's just what I was thinking at first. I was
yeah,
like,
I
damn,
thought it would
that's
have
crazy.
like I thought it would have like behind the scenes footage and stuff like that, but no,
Get
it
up here now,
just
lay down. Come on.
but it was just
Yeah.
yeah, just a concert, which I was like, oh, that's cool. It was from when she played in LA a few months ago. But one of my
Nice.
friends really wanted to see it, so we went and saw it. Tell you what movie I really want to see is that Killer of the Flower Moon. That movie looks
Yeah, I want to see
badass.
that.
Yeah.
What you doing on say we should go Sunday after the Cowboys game? Say we can make it work. Say back to predictions after that little sidetrack with Taylor Swift. Baltimore at Arizona. Another game that's going to be an ass kicking. Baltimore's super hot right now.
Yeah, I'm going with B more.
Yeah, they just embarrassed the Lions. I'm gonna roll Baltimore.
Yeah. But then again, Arizona did beat the Cowboys, so they've played spoiler before, but I mean Baltimore's just they're freaking super hot right now. This is some of the best football I've ever seen Lamar Jackson play.
Against like a legit defense.
Cincinnati at San Francisco. Man, it's hard to predict the 49ers to lose three in a row. But Cincinnati, they had the horrible start to the season and now they've rebounded. Them and the Vikings are very much in the same boat right now, where they're kind of starting to piece their season together after looking like they were heading towards disaster. They were on a bye week last week, and that allowed Joe Burrow to heal up his leg a little bit more. But I don't think that's going to matter when you have Nick Bosa, who's going to try to tear that leg off. Um, it's a good thing Joe Burrow is not black, or else Nick Bosa would really be trying to go after him.
Wow,
So
you're terrible.
what? That's true. Nick
I mean,
Bosa's a
you're not
freaking.
wrong.
I say Nick Bosa's a racist ass motherfucker.
He
uh,
is.
but I'm going with San Francisco here.
You know what? I'm gonna roll with Cincinnati. I mean, this past couple weeks, San Francisco's getting a little exposed.
Definitely
I'm
going to
going
be
with
missing.
San Fran.
And the thing with San Francisco really is just they're injured to hell right now. Once they get healthy, I think they'll be better.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow's going to have a decent game.
For some reason, this is the Sunday night football matchup. We can flex the games out now. Why are they not changing these primetime matchups? LA Chargers versus the Chicago Bears. I mean, there's not really like a prime matchup that you could put in prime time, like maybe Minnesota and Green Bay since it's a division rivalry. But you got a shitty Chicago Bears team versus a underperforming LA Chargers team, and that's your prime time matchup this week. That being said, give me the Chargers. Actually, give me the Bears just because I'm not saying the NFL scripted or anything, but imagine this freaking son of a arm wrestler having a win in Sunday night football. So give me the Bears.
I'm gonna roll with the Chargers, even though they have Brandon Staley, but I think the offense is a little bit too high power for Chicago's shitty ass defense.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers here.
Las Vegas Raiders at Detroit Lions. Detroit just got embarrassed. I feel like Dan Campbell's going to have them extra motivated. Plus, we don't know if it don't matter who's going to be quarterback for the Raiders. Either way, I think Aiden Hutchinson's going to eat them alive. So I'm rolling with the Lions.
Yeah, Lions.
Sad as it is to say, is yeah, probably the Lions, but I want the Raiders to win no matter what.
All right, y'all.
Or
That's
actually,
our.
you know what? I want the Raiders to lose until we fire Josh. That's what I want to happen.
For real.
Do you want y'all to tank for Caleb Williams?
I don't care who we get, just fire that man.